Caption: the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, and the Director General of the ECN, Mustafa Abdullahi, shake hands after the meeting. Credit: Power Minister. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has challenged the Energy Commission of Nigeria and the Rural Electrification Agency to deepen collaboration aimed at boosting local production of electricity components, cutting imports and conserving foreign exchange. Adelabu said the proposed synergy between the two agencies would hinge on coordinated research, robust data gathering and shared planning frameworks, stressing that these were critical to delivering President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's reform agenda in the power sector. The minister stated this on Tuesday during a meeting with the management of the ECN in his office in Abuja, according to a statement issued on Wednesday by his media aide, Bolaji Tunji. Nigeria's power sector, which has undergone multiple reforms since privatization in 2013, continues to face structural challenges, including weak infrastructure, poor data management and limited local manufacturing capacity. Although successive governments have rolled out programs to expand access, most power equipment is still imported, exposing the sector to currency volatility and supply disruptions. He said the president was keen on fixing the power sector as a foundation for broader economic growth, adding that manufacturing critical inputs locally would be a major milestone of the administration. The ECN and the REA need to synergize. They need to come together, share research, and build data that will help the sector in the local production of electricity. We must do everything possible in this regard, as this will make Mr. President happy that, in his time, we are manufacturing meters and other critical inputs for ourselves. Today, we are happy that our export is growing higher than our imports and we must encourage this and conserve our foreign exchange, Adelabu said. The minister also emphasized the need for data, saying that, "The absence of data is a serious challenge to us as we cannot plan without data and you cannot get accurate information without data." According to him, the ministry is planning to have a central data pool and informed the ECN to be part of the process. Adelabu disclosed that the ministry was working towards establishing a central data pool that would capture inputs from all key stakeholders across the electricity value chain, including generation and distribution companies. He urged the ECN to be fully integrated into the process. "We are going to have a central data pool and you must be part of this process." All the stakeholders in the power sector, including the GENCOs and the DISCOs, will be brought into the data process, and this is going to get around all the agencies of the ministry so that we can have reliable data for the sector. Research is also very important and critical to us, so your agency must also work closely with the research department of the ministry, as this will help us in our planning, Adelabu said, adding that if this can be done, the challenges of the sector can be effectively dealt with. To improve coordination, the minister also directed that the ECN be incorporated into the Power Sector Working Group, which meets quarterly, noting that its research mandate was vital to sector-wide decision-making. Adelabu said that ECN is expected to be part of the power sector working group which meets every quarter, saying, although you deal with some other issues according to your mandate, but your agency must be part of the working group of the sector. Although Nigeria's power mix is dominated by gas-fired plants, Adelabu emphasized the untapped potential of hydropower, particularly small hydro projects. He said over 300 small dams scattered across the country could be harnessed to improve the electricity supply, provided local capacity was developed in turbine production. If we are talking of power generation, the hydro is still the most reliable all over the world. We have over 300 small dams scattered all over the states of the nation. These small dams are very important to us. We need local capacity in turbine production as this is the most critical element in hydropower generation. We must make use of these dams for our power generation and your agency will play an important role in this process. The minister added that states also needed to take greater responsibility for generation, transmission and distribution under the decentralized framework of the Electricity Act, insisting that local turbine manufacturing should be prioritized. States must also take the responsibility of generation, transmission and distribution so that the challenges of power can be reduced. These turbines are what we must lay emphasis upon. The ministry is ready to support it, as the turbine is the most important part of this process, the minister said. He pledged the ministry's support for initiatives that would build domestic capacity in this area. In his response, the Director General of the ECN, Dr. Mustafa Abdullahi, expressed the Commission's readiness to work closely with the Ministry of Power and other agencies to realize President Tinubu's vision of using the power sector as a catalyst for economic turnaround.